Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today we're going to make a recipe for my daughter, Stephanie. She wanted to know how to make the pesto. It's really, really simple. You can basically use kale, parsley, whatever you want to make, spinach. But I'm just going to use the old-fashioned basil pesto for today. All the ingredients are relatively fresh. It doesn't take very long, mixes very well. You mix it up, and then you just eat. So without further ado, let's get to it. And this is for Stephanie. And anybody else that don't know how to make it. Excuse me. Now today I'm going to use my food processor. You can use a mixer. You can use a mortar and pestle. You can use whatever you have. I mean, if you have a little one of those portable food processor things, you can use that. I'm just using this because it's big. Whatever. Okay, so here I peeled up some garlic. I got that there. I'm going to show you how to finish doing that. I have some salt and pepper here, some extra virgin olive oil, Pompeian olive oil. I like that one. Here's some pine nuts. I didn't roast these. I was going to roast them, but you can use either or, roast or not roast. So I'm going up no roast. Here I have 2 cups of basil I pushed down. They're starting to pop back up. This is what the container, the only one I can find for basil. I think it's organic. It doesn't say organic, but I'm pretty sure it was. It's grown in a greenhouse. But anyway, you can use this. This is only going to be a little batch, not going to be humongous, because I'm going to use this today. Honestly, it popped in my head. I said, oh, Steph wants the basil pesto, and I got a basil chicken and zucchini recipe I'm going to do later on today for dinner. So we're set. We're good to go. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do for right now, we're just going to take the basil. I'm going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to rinse it off because it said that, we don't use pesticides. Okay, so boy, this stuff smells really good. Anyway, you're just going to take that and wash it around in some water. I'm going to let it sit for a couple of minutes while I show you what we do with the garlic. This is fresh garlic, and I know some people don't know how to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what we do with the clove. Okay. Let me get another one so you can see the general relative size of it. Okay, here's your clove of garlic. That's what I have here. Okay. What you do is you just take this puppy, put it down and slap it. And it'll kind of start to split, and then you just rip it open. And then you get your individual cloves out of there, see? So you got your bulb of garlic here, you got little clovey things here. So now, these have a little skin on them also. So what you do is you take your knife and you hit it till you get that cracking sound, see? Then it all comes off pretty easy, because outside of that, it's really a pain in the tush to peel it. But as you can see, it comes right off the skin. Okay, now you got a nice, fresh piece of garlic. And I cut this little tip off. See what's a little brown? Just cut that off, okay? And then you could put these whole in the food processor, but I'm just going to chunk them up a little bit. And it's real simple. I mean, and this is as fresh as you can get. So I'm trying to get, use all fresh ingredients of stuff that I usually buy already cut up, like minced garlic. That's nice and all, but I don't think it has the garlicky flavor I'm looking for sometimes. So that's the garlic stuff, okay? We're done with that. Okay, so back over here, we rinse, because you want to make sure there's nothing on, no bugs, no nothing, especially if they don't use pesticides, eh? So then we're going to get some paper towel. I'm going to move this over here. Be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I have my paper towel here. And what you want to do, just pinch off your leaves, because you're going to have some, like a stem or a stalk, whatever you want to call it. And we don't want that part right there, okay? So you just take your leaves, and like I said, you just keep, you peel them right off the stem. Now you can get these, now I've seen it, this process is already done, but it's way more expensive, so pick your poison. So let me finish these up, and I'll be right back after we get these all done. I don't want to burn up the camera. Okay, so as you can see, I got my parsley here. Just spread it out a little bit. I'm just going to pat it dry. Get another piece of paper towel here. And we're just going to pat that dry. Okay, while that's drying, I'm going to tiptoe over here to the processor. I'm trying to give you guys a nice bird's eye view of the, pretty much I want you to look down here, because that's where all the action's going to happen, see? Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I want to try to infuse a little bit of the olive oil with some garlic. I'm putting basically 4 cloves in there. It was actually 5, but you saw that one was real tiny. But anyhow, I'm going to put that in there with a little bit of olive oil. And for the whole recipe, you're going to use anywhere from 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, maybe to a half. It just depends on you. We're just going to put a little bit in there. I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in here, just to help it grind. This is kosher salt. I mix my pepper in there, so we'll put a little of that in there. And then we're just going to pulse this a little bit. I'm going to pulse it a few more times, but so the noise don't get you, I'll just hold on. Okay, as you see down here, it's a little chunked up, but it'll get a little smaller as we go along. So now I'm going to take my pine nuts, and we're going to toss those in. I said you guys can roast these if you like. I chose not to. You can put pistachios in here if you like. You can put walnuts. You can put almonds. You can use any kind of nuts you want. More times, hold on. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit of the cheese in here. Not all of it. I've got a little less than half a cup. You can put as much or as little as you want. The cheese is up to you, the flavor. Okay. I'm going to do a little more drizzle here because it's getting dry. Okay, now we're going to put in our basil, the star of the show. Now, the basil, you have to remember too, it's nice and dry now too, is when you go to store this, you want to make sure that you can put it in an airtight container, and you put a little layer of olive oil on the top so that it doesn't oxidize in the air that's in the container. Because this will turn different colors on you, and then it'll sour the taste, and you don't want that. Oxidization, that's what you call it. But anyhow, I'll show you when we get done. You can also freeze this if you want. It'll last in the refrigerator, an airtight container, for about a week, 4, 5, 6 days, whatever. And you can use this on anything. It's good on toast, good on focaccia bread if you make some focaccia bread, good on Italian bread with cheese, garlic, good on spaghetti. I'm going to put it with some zucchini and chicken tonight. So, but this is for my daughter Steph. This is how easy this is, Stephanie Marie. Right now I'm going to put a little more cheese in here. And you might want to have a spatula ready when you get to a certain point, because you're going to have to scrape down the sides. Then I put a little more olive oil in here. Not much. Don't go crazy. Don't go cray-cray, like Penny says to me all the time. Put this back on. Again, we're going to blend. And everything will start to come together. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can clearly see, that's what I'm getting ready to do. Wipe the sides down. And then I'm going to put the rest of the cheese in there. And then we'll be done. This is how easy it was, but I'm going to put something else in there just for Penny. I'm going to put some red pepper flakes in here. I was going to put sun-dried tomato because that's another thing you can do. But that will all be up to you guys in the taste. If you want more cheese, you put more cheese. If you want more salt and pepper, everything's up to you. But you watch the salt anyway because the cheese is generally salty, okay? Oh, wow. Right now, I don't think it needs anything. I'm getting the flavor of the olive oil going down the back of my throat. I just took a little taste off the tip of that spoon. That is really good. It's going to be good when you mix it with something else. Okay, let me just do this couple more pulses and then we'll add some pepper flakes. Okay, I'm going to put some, it's probably about, that's about a half a teaspoon. I'm doing this for the love of my life. She likes things that with a little kick, so, and also her sister Cheryl likes it, so. I want you guys to see the side of the food processor here. See that? Now you can also, like I said, you can also use the old mortar and pestle thing. You just mash it by little at a time, little at a time, little at a time. You can have a blender. You can do that with a blender because it has the puree feature on there. Stephanie said she has a Vitamix. You can use that. You can use a portable mini food processor, whatever you have. You know, they didn't have food processors back in the day, so guess what? They did everything by hand. All right, so let me get a bowl here and we'll be right back. Okay, my friends, there you have it. Quick and easy pesto, fresh pesto. It tastes delicious. Remember, you put this in an airtight container. It'll last you 4, 5, 6 days in the refrigerator. You can also freeze it. I'm going to take a little taste with a teaspoon for you. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. And enjoy. This is going to be good. Turned out very, very good. Flavor is all there. It's delicious. It only takes about 10 minutes once you get all your stuff ready. So, you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Remember, if you have not yet subscribed, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. And when you do that, a little notification bell will come down. You hit that, and that will notify you each time we have another video come up. And there's an arrow down below the video box. You hit that. A drop-down box will come down. That'll give you a link to my Cooking with Mr. Dan Facebook page, a link to my daughter's artwork site page, and it will give you the complete recipe with ingredients, how we made this delicious dish, just like this. So, my friends, stay hungry, and when you are, come back and we'll give you another delicious dish just like this. This is Mr. Dan saying, stay safe, and thanks for watching.